Hello, everybody. Welcome to another great day of SSL Soccer. My name is Xenlos, and I'm joined today by...
The one, the only, the Val.
So we're here for the penultimate match day of Division 2 soccer. Some very exciting things can happen today. We have one team that can clinch promotion, and another two teams that could set up a very exciting final match day. What are you most looking forward to, Val?
I'm particularly looking forward to that Reykjavik Montréal game, which I believe is second. Reykjavik is number 2 in the league right now, and Montreal not only has a chance to play spoiler, I think they're still mathematically in it. It would take them like divine intervention, but they are still technically alive.
You know, it's not as divine intervention as you would... No, it's pretty divine intervention. So they would have to win, and we'll get to it when we get to that game. For now, we're at Cairo City versus Accra. Cairo City sitting 8th on the table, 6 points, negative 25 goal differential. Accra, 6th on the table, 8 points, negative 11. Has not been a particularly great season for either team. Looking to end out on a high note.
Yeah, it's been rough for Cairo especially. They had a pretty big exodus in the off-season, no pun intended. But, you know, this is what happens when you're at the start of a rebuild. That's when it hurts the most.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see if they can bounce back next season and finish this one on a high note. Accra have just been
So slimes it over the regen, fires, it's over the net.
Yeah, that developed pretty quickly, but over the bar.
Here is Time Cairo edition to take the corner.
Cairo edition.
Yeah, you know,
the other time is not involved in this game. Ooh.
Yeah, that started like one day when I was solo casting a Cairo Laos game, and they both have a time, and I had to sit here and specify Time Cairo edition and Time Lao edition.
Yeah, Cairo trotting out in a 3-5-2. Accra, I believe, was a 4-2-3-1. I'm going to have to double check.
Ooh, Zerhoni with the shot, but saved by Hill. You don't get to check there, unless your eyes are really fast.
It looked like a 4-2-3-1 from my angle, but...
then your eyes are really fast. Because I did not see anything. Here's Tucker. Over the Berbatov, blocked by Arasov. This is cleared out to Regen. Back over to Time to Stojakovic. Stojakovic passes it past midfield, looking for Vilk. Vilk outside the box, over into the box, outside the box. With the cross, and pinballs a couple times, but then it's just brought out.
It is a 4-2-3-1. I have checked. My eyes were not needing to be that fast.
What a header! No, yeah, so it is. I finally got to see it. Here's Parker over to Berbatov, over to Tucker. Berbatov again. Berbatov going to Parker. Going into the box. Ping, bing, 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 bing. That's worth about 400 points, but worth 0 goals at the same time.
But Cairo lost their search engine in the off-season.
Ooh.
Because they had Ask Jeeves.
Yes, they did.
So, no binging here. maybe they do like Bing.
So they're like, oh, this is very obviously pinball sounds. And then I heard they lost their... I'm like, oh. Darn, I didn't even think of that.
I think on my feet. We have descended into chaos.
Yep.
Already.
I mean, it's a Xenlos and Valcast. It doesn't take long. Like, is anyone really shocked anymore? Gintonic was over to
They should carry some ground types then.
Berbatov going deep to Zerhoni. Zerhoni fires and scores! What a shot from outside the box! It is 1-0 Accra.
Yeah, it feels like this has been coming for Accra. This is kind of what they were trying to do. Send the ball for Zerhuni. And gets the ball in, gets between the center backs, and just absolutely puts his foot through it. Had a little bit of bend to it, but nothing really that the keeper could do there. 1-0 to Accra.
Especially with how far off the line he was.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to shut down the angle, but when he can place it like that, like, it's just futile.
Yeah. All right. McGlaskin's over to climbs into Laudrup. Looking for Vilk. Looking for the cross to Jean-Claude, but no. And now the pace is going to start to slow down just a little bit. As Parker on the throw-in. No, taken by Jean-Claude. It's in! What? Now I'm going to need your analysis on what just happened.
Okay. So my brain is trying to process what just happened too. It's the throw-in, and then it goes into the middle, hits the crossbar, rolls literally across the line, and then just trickles in off the other bar. That is a very tough scene.
I'd like to throw out for those who couldn't see it. That was an Accra throw-in, by the way. That was an Accra throw-in that went to a Cairo player who then immediately shot it.
More like an awkward throw-in, am I right?
Oh my god. I haven't been filling up the clips highlights channel that much this season. That's gonna be in there.
Just that entire play.
That entire play. Well, that's going to take us to the half. It is 1-1 here in Cairo.
Yeah, pretty even first half. The shots are pretty similar. Cairo's been able to get more of them on target and, challenge the Accra keeper. But, and also they've been creating better shots, as evidenced by the XG. Wonder how much of that has to do with the fact that, they're on target. But, yeah, it feels like this game is out there for the taking for either side.
Do you think that when the ball was rolling across the goal line like that, it was just accruing XG the entire time it was rolling across the goal line?
Temple Run, the football.
Hill, that was a very risky dive by Hill, but not punished for it, as Berbatov is not able to get to it in time.
Fortune favors the bold on that occasion.
So Laudrup goes over to time, tries to get it out of their zone. They find Hleimsen. Over to Arasov. I did not see if we had any substitutions.
We didn't.
Okay, here's Jean-Claude. Jean-Claude got past the defense, fires and scores! Jean-Claude makes it 2-1 Cairo.
Yeah, Cairo coming out of halftime swinging. As this ball gets played forward. Just a couple of good touches from Jean-Claude, and goddamn, that's a nice finish. I feel like that silence speaks volumes.
Yeah. Here's Zerhoni to Schenkiger. There's just a lot of people standing in front of the box. You would think we were playing in Hollywood right now with how many people are in front of the box. If you had LA traffic joke on your Xenlos and Valcast bingo card, which might as well be the free space, go ahead and scratch it off now.
But I feel like that right there is kind of what happens when it's three center backs and three central midfielders. One of them is holding.
Oh my god, what a shot. What a cross. And it's 3-1 Cairo. They're starting to run away with it.
Second goal of the game for Rob Regen, and this one is less bizarre. It's just a cross comes in, and he's just there to tap home. No one picks him up. Yeah, no one picks him up. Keeper doesn't come out to claim, and he's just got to tap in. It's good off-ball movement.
And now Arasov with the steal. Trying to set up for the exact same play. They get it to Jean-Claude. Oh my God. And it's 4-1 Cairo.
Well, Jean-Claude, goddamn, that didn't take very long now, did it? What accent was I going for there? What a ball by Arasov, though. And then the near post run, keeper is just absolutely frozen. And Accra has kind of let this game go in the second half.
There's Taco Cat over to Dion.
Get it, because I just...
There you go. Xenodon Gin Tonic gets one back. The hilarity never stops here as we have another goal.
Yeah, just kind of pings around, cleans up the rebound off a corner. And this game is not over.
We've had 4 goals in 5 minutes, or 6 minutes.
SSL After Dark. It's like MLS After Dark, but like in Football Manager.
There's Taco Cat over to Zerhoni to Tucker. Tucker goes back to Dion, over to Taco Cat, back to Dion. Dion to Zerhoni, over to Dion again. They're trying to get another goal. Work to there. Berbatov off the post. And that's going to be cleared out.
Another dangerous chance for Accra. They've been coming since going down 4-1, but we'll see if that is too much of a mountain for them to climb. But they have been coming on.
Taco Cat and Dion trying to get it again. They get over to Gin Tonic. Gin Tonic goes back to Parker. Could have taken the shot. Elected to go back. Now we have Zerhoni going to Taco Cat again. It's off the post.
That's 2 crossbars in a row from Accra. This could be a tie game with just a little bit of extra luck.
That's 2 thus far, shooter. Gin Tonic just kind of...
Too much mustard on that one.
Yep.
Or whatever condiments they use in Ghana. I do not know my West African cooking well enough. Here I go about food again.
Yeah, hold on. What is... here's Arasov. Arasov taking it towards the back to Regen. That's a hat trick for Rob Regen. And it's 5-2.
Yeah, as I said, was it going to be too much of a mountain to climb for Accra? Well, they hit the bar twice, and now they pay the price for not capitalizing. It's Arasov to Regen again. Gets it into the middle and just sneaks it through Saransitsrol, the Mongolian goalkeeper. And, 5-2. By the way, Segundo Volante sighting.
Ooh, let's go Segundo Volante. As we go over to Gin Tonic, 85th minute, Gin Tonic fires, parried by Hill. Vilk tries to get it back. Oh, that was a very risky play. But Hill yoinks it out of the air before Dion can get their head on it. It's cleared out. But now Accra back on the attack. Over to Tucker, Schenkinger, trying to find Berbatov, intercepted by Normus. Over to Schleimseed. Normus taking it back towards the midfield. Gets it across midfield as they find Arasov, who sprung free, goes for the shot, but no.
I feel like this right wing back spot is perfect for Arasov. He loves to get forward. Not exactly the best defender, but he is putting on a clinic out there today. Just absolutely owning that right flank. He's currently on a 10.0, which makes sense because he has 4 assists from wing back.
Some would say
granted, one of them
that's pretty
was
good.
On Saransitsrol sending that one long.
As we're in what is more than likely the final minute of this game. Here's Arasov and Jean-Claude going back and forth as they go to Zerhoni. Parker Schenkinger, Berbatov. Berbatov trying to move it forward, but they can't get it forward. Time is running out. They want to try to get one more goal up on here. So we go back to Jean-Claude, back to Slimesen. We'll go all the way back to Normus. Now they're going forward to Jean-Claude again. Over to Arasov. He's going to try to get himself a 5th assist on the day. Goes for the cross. No, nothing doing, and that's full time. As Cairo wins 5-2.
Yeah, great day at the office for Jean-Claude and Rob Regan and Felix Arasov. It was a pretty even first half, and then Cairo just grabbed this game by the throat and took a nice bite out of it in the second half and just absolutely killed it. Impressive second half and something to build on for a Cairo team who's had a very trying season. This win will provisionally lift them out of the basement of the D2. So,
it's something that's very nice to see if you're a Cairo fan to I mean, there's still one game left against Laos, but it's still like it's the kind of thing you want to see to end your season on after a rough year.
Yep, finish your season strong, and hopefully that lifts the vibe going into next season. But a very good win for them. Rob Reagan with the hat trick, and then 2 more from Jean-Claude. They get the full house there.
Yeah.
25 points in Yahtzee. As we move on to our next game, which is a spicy one, Reykjavik and Montreal.
Yes. So we were talking earlier about if Montreal was still mathematically in it. They would need a lot to go their way. They're 4th in the table, 22 points, plus 7. Reykjavik, 2nd in the table, 26 points, plus 20. So if Montreal wants to have a chance of promotion, it has to start with a win here. It can be no more, no less. It has to be a win. And then they would have to win their final day. They would have to hope that AS Paris loses to Laos today. And then they would have to beat Kaapstad on the final match day and hope that Reykjavik and Paris draw.
Montreal coming out in the 4-2-3-1 with the Shadow Striker. So kind of more like a 4-4-2 in that or 4-2-4 in that regard.
Yes.
With the 2 forward players.
Also, speaking of spicy games and coming back to a previous conversation, apparently the number 1 condiment in West Africa is harissa, which is a spicy paste from Tunisia. So there you go. We've all learned something today. Here's Letitia. Letitia going back to Joker. Joker yeets it.
Joker was way too open there, and that's a get-out-of-jail-free card played by Montreal United.
Yeah. So here's Calvator going to Noodle to take it out. That goes right back into possession of Reykjavik over to Lapta. Lapta to Bobby to Oak, and Oak scores! Peter Oak gets Reykjavik on the board. And it's 1-0.
Yeah, you already used your get-out-of-jail-free card. Don't be surprised when you draw go to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200 again. As it comes into the box, Oak with a nice run. Believe he's kept onside by the defender on the near side there. And Reykjavik taking the lead. Remember, they were frustrated in, I believe it was their last league game. Oh, whoa.
O'Rourke. By the way, can we talk about revenge game for Lachlan O'Rourke here?
Yeah, recently traded by Reykjavik. And also Casual was also on Montreal for a couple of years.
Yeah, there's a lot of revenge happening in this game. A lot of revenges. Here is Casual, fires and scores! To put Reykjavik up 2-0. Never mind. It won't stand.
Ricky Bobby's like 8 yards offside. He ended up in Greenland.
He's just standing there like a doof, too. Just like...
Yeah, I guess the assistant referee ruled that he was interfering with the goalkeeper's line of sight.
He might as well just been waving with how he was standing, just looking at everyone, just like, hi.
Ooh, that was sloppy.
Here's Noodle. No, taken by Joker. Joker taking the ball past midfield, heading up. Heading into the box already. Goes to the cross to Ricky Bobby. No, but then the rebound from Casual. And that one is going to stand. And it's 2-0 for realsies this time.
Yeah, 1 goal taken away because of Ricky Bobby, and 1 goal scored because of Ricky Bobby for Casual. As the field gets stretched, played into the middle. First shot stopped. Rebound cleaned up on aisle 7. And goal number 2.
Indeed.
Can Montreal find their way back into this?
We have Pedersen going over to O'Rourke to Calvator. Blocked by Scarpetta. And that's going to be a corner to be taken by Pedersen. Ooh, it was parried by Sterling.
Better for Montreal, creating some chaos off the set piece. They're going to need more than that, though.
Yeah. And this is a big ask for a team to have to score 3 goals off of Scott Sterling. I don't care how much time you give me. 3 goals off of Scott Sterling is not easy for anybody. But we have Andrews going back to Letitia, over to Hall, to Ricky Bobby. Ricky Bobby looking for Lopta. Lopta takes it at the very edge of the line, barely keeps it in bounds, almost gets tripped. They find Ricky Bobby. It's blocked by Putneska. Going to be headed out, but recovered by Andrews. Andrews still in the box. God, I had to clear my throat. That was so long. Okay.
Breathe.
Over to
Never mind, we're going the other way, lol.
Yeah, that's...
Never mind, that shot was bad.
You know me, I'm asthmatic. That's difficult for me. Here is...
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh.
Your lungs still function better than my pancreas.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because I'm diabetic. You know that, but like some of the viewers may not.
That's going to take us to the half. It is 2-0 Reykjavik.
Yeah, and yeah, you look at the stats, they've deserved it. The eye test as well. They've been creating more. They've been shooting more. They've been obviously capitalizing. You know, they are doing what they need to do. We'll see if Montreal can get back in the second half. They're going to need to be significantly better, though. As Milo Cinnamon comes into the game. Didn't catch who that was for.
All right. That's going to be a throw-in to start this half. As here is Pedersen over to O'Rourke. That is... We have a little bit of ping pong here, but nothing doing. We have Scarpetta going over to Ricky Bobby. Bobby goes back to Ladiver, over to Hall, to Oak, to Andrews, to Letitia. But no, that's going to be a corner as it's kicked out by Montreal. Here's a corner to be taken by Hall here in the 55th minute. That's going to be headed away by Cinnamon. Scarpetta recovers it, goes back to Letitia. Over to Hall, to Oak. Oak to Casual. Casual fires and scores! And it's 3-0 Reykjavik, and you have to think that's got to do it.
Yep, Casual, second goal of the game. They come forward. He just drifts into space. Ball delivered on a platter. Solid finish there. And it was really good by, I think it was Oak that was on the ball that assisted. And he just drew the defenders over, which opened up that gap that Casual just casually strolled into.
Yeah. As Montreal is playing from very far behind now, they have to make something happen. It has to start soon. They need a big goal here, probably in these next 5 or 10 minutes. They want to have any chance to get back in here. Here's Casual, who's past the defense, and that's over the net. And that's going to be a goal kick.
Yeah, he's going to want to delete that one from the archives. That was, he had an open net, and he just shanked it.
Sometimes when you're going for the hat trick, you get a little nervous, and it's just like, especially if you're not someone who gets hat tricks very often. It's just like, oh boy, and you just like accidentally sneeze when you kick the ball, and it happens. But
listen, it's allergy season.
Exactly. So
I think
here is Pedersen, and that's going to be headed out by Joker. Sterling doesn't even budge, just trusting Joker to keep that out of the net. Now we're going for a bit of a reset on the part of Montreal. Over the noodle to Penshaw to Cavator. Cavator going forward to Allard. It's going to be parried away by Sterling.
Yeah, better for Montreal. But no end product there.
Here's Allard picking up the deflected corner kick, but dribbles a little too hard. Letizier will just kind of send it as far away as he can. Here's Letizier on the throw-in. To Andrews, goes for a cross. It's headed, but just barely over the net. Here's Pedersen.
Furious right now.
Yeah. 70th minute. I mean, Montreal needs to show this initiative. So here is Black over to Wartooth. Back to Black. Back to Wartooth. Back to Black.
A lot of black shirts behind the ball.
And Letizier will head it to make the interception over to Andrews. Andrews tips it back to Letizier, and that's going to be intercept. Nope. Slide. Challenge. Never mind. We have Ricky Bobby. Fires. Saved by Duke.
Yeah, Montreal was fooling around with it a little bit too much, and Reykjavik comes the other way. Brian Duke denies them a fourth.
All right. Here's Penshaw. We're in 73rd minute now. About to cross into the 74th. So we go over to Pedersen to put Nesco forward to Penshaw. Penshaw fires, but no. And he's offside anyway.
Goes up anyway.
He is offside anyway. Andrews goes towards that back. Oh, there's a casual, and he's got the hat trick. He scores. And it's 4-0 Reykjavik.
6 names, 3 goals, and that's Reykjavik's fourth, and that is going to be that. And he finishes off this cross. I think he went far post there. Couldn't really tell from that angle.
Here's Wartooth over to Calvator. Calvator fires, gets a good curve on it, but curved it a little too high.
But this being a 4-0 game is also huge for Reykjavik because of the goal difference.
Oh, you're right. They were only up 3 points on AS Paris by goal difference, so...
Yeah, now that's inflated up to 7. We'll see if AS Paris have a response later. But that is one of the things I will be keeping an eye on.
Here's Ricky Bobby, fires, saved by Duke. And that'll be it. The whistle is blown. And Reykjavik does take that 4-0 lead. Or 4-0 win, excuse me. Over Montreal.
Yeah. They came in, they did what they needed to do. Now they're in a really good position if AS Paris slip up. But yeah, not really much to say. They were the better team. They played like it. The scoreboard indicates that yes, they were 4 goals better than the other team. But the goal difference is also huge. In case somehow they tie on the final match day, because they do play AS free, and that's going to be for promotion.
Unless something happens here of Romana versus Kaapstad. And then all sorts of wild things can happen.
Oh god, my brain cannot process these permutations on the fly. But for Romana, it's simple. Just win and you're up, because Reykjavik and Paris play each other on the last match day, meaning they can't both get 3 points, because 3 points for one team means 0 for the other. That's how math works. So if Romana wins, they are going to D1 next season. It's been a really good season for them, and they're hoping to celebrate and sip that promotion champagne.
Actually, here's the thing. Romana doesn't even need to win. A Romana draw here guarantees a promotion. As even in the situation of should Paris and Reykjavik draw, they are ahead of both on goal differential. So a Romana draw here sends them up.
Maybe. I'm trying to do the math in my head, but I should have done this on paper beforehand. But...
No, Val, don't worry. I can tell you. As the math teacher, the math checks out.
This is why I did writing instead.
But here's Nunez over to Toastman on the throw-in.
Tyson, to be more specific, I believe.
Levert goes for the shot, but no.
Ran out of space real quick there.
And Vier on the corner, but nothing doing here. It's picked up by Toastman. Over to Anna Vier, to Jeremiah. No, that's over the net by quite a bit.
You can tell Romana do not want to just go up on a technicality. They just want to, want to come out. They want to win promotion, not tie and get it. Which, even as the local ties stand, fair enough.
Here's Nunez. Going towards Levert. Levert to the other Nunez, one of the Nunei. Headed by King, and Tyson King scores in the 13th minute, and it's 1-0. AC Romana. I almost called him Accra.
Yeah, Tyson King. Huge goal for Romana. It's just a simple cross. Just completely unmarked. There's no stopping that header, but what is that man marking from Kaapstad?
All right. This here is Levert going forward to Kemoatu. Kemoatu is sprung free, fires, but no. Ramos actually got in front of it to block it. And we're going to have a corner from Anna Vier. And that was a good try, but a goal kick.
No. Accra now you've got me saying it.
You did the me thing.
You got me saying it now. SMH my head. But Romana have been all over this match.
Oh, it's off the post! That was such a soft shot, but it beat the keeper, but then went off the post.
Yep, sometimes you're going up against 2 things when you take a shot. Not just the keeper, but also the goalpost. You beat one, but not the other.
Here's Kemoatu over to Levert! Got parried by Hall. Levert's offside anyway.
Yeah, I thought he was.
Levert going to take it back, looking for Tyson King. King blocked by Muir, back over to Levert. Levert crosses it for Jeremiah. There's just a whole mess of people. It's going to be cleared out by Kaapstad. But they find Jeremiah. And never mind, it's cleared out again. Recovered by Romana. Over to one of the Nunai. Over to Kemalatu. Anavier tries to keep it in bounds. Goes over to Jeffrey Levert, who fires and scores off the great cross by Anavier, who barely keeps it in bounds.
Yeah, the Japan there of just barely keeping it in, cross goal. Great job by Anavier. Great hustle. Levert gets the shot away. There is nothing that Hall can do there. And Romana, they can taste it. They got 65 minutes to go, but they can taste it.
Here is Spoon, tripped up by Jeremiah. As we go forward to Nunez. Nunez taking it into the box. Trip, that's going to be a penalty. You can't trip like that in the box. That's going to be a penalty. As here's Anavier to take the pen. Fires and scores! And it's 3-0. Romana.
Yeah, simple penalty just sends the keeper the wrong way. But, yeah, that's a 3-0. And all the momentum is in purple right now. And they can smell what's brewing.
They go deep for Levert, who finds it but gets closed in on too quickly. So he opts to a little bit of a reset. Kemalatu goes for the cross to Schweinsteiger, but it's saved by Hall. Now we're still in the 30th minute. So we cross into the 31st minute. And we are now 54 seconds away from the 32nd minute. And we are taking Nunez over to King, saved by Hall, 41 seconds away from the 32nd minute.
Well, sloppy.
Jeremiah Kemalatu, no.
There's a lot of bodies there.
That's going to be a goal kick 30 seconds away from the 32nd minute.
I think I heard the phrase 30-second like 80 times in that.
I don't know why I made that my thing for literally about 40 seconds there, but
I'm having semantic satiation.
It's cleared out.
I'm experiencing semantic satiation with 30-second.
Here's Camavinga over to Ramos. Ramos tries to clear it out a bit, but no. Intercepted by Nunez. They get over to Schweinsteiger, taking it up the side, going towards that back corner, goes to the cross, tries to get the head by King, but no. It's going to be headed away by Kaapstad. They go over to Mueller, to Tato. Tato trying to get around King, but can't. King makes the interception. They go back to Smart. Smart rolls it all the way back to Kerrigan, who goes back forward to Smart. Forward to Nunez, crosses midfield, looking for Kemalatu. Finds him. Looking for Levert, blocked by Camavinga. Spoon going to try to keep it in bounds. Does. Tries to clear it out to Clark, and Clark's like, I don't want this, and just passes it back to Spoon. And,
And we are still in the first half, albeit
we are still in the first half. Only 2 minutes of stoppage time, though, so we're not in the first half for long. Here's Toastman going forward to Schweinsteiger. Schweinsteiger goes deep. Looking for Levert. Hall takes it outside the box. It's recovered by Nunez. Nunez over to Anavier, to Jeremiah. Back to Nunez. Nunez goes for the cross to Levert, who scores! In stoppage time, it's 4-0 AC Romana.
Yeah, this all comes from a very sloppy clearance by the goalkeeper. And then Romana, they don't waste time. They go forward, bang, 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 bang. Finish. 4-0. And the vibes are just through the roof right now in Rome. They're going to
take us to halftime.
Yeah, they are ready to throw a party like Naples did in real life. And to say they've dominated this match, looking at the stats, is an understatement.
Yes.
Like...
Oh, okay. We're right back in it. Jeez.
Probably for the best.
Shout out. All right,
What
Nunez.
was that?
That was a. I don't like the way this is starting. I'm going to cause a reset. BRB.
I'm turning it off and turning it back on.
Yeah.
The timeless IT strategy never fails.
I was going to date myself and say it's like pushing the cartridge on your Sega Genesis to make the game intentionally freeze. But man, that's dating myself.
Blowing into the Nintendo cartridge because it's not working.
It does work. Here's Scud Muffin. Scud Muffin going back to Clark, but it's going to be saved by Kerrigan.
I believe that's their first shot of the game. It's not a bad one, but Kerrigan says, yeah, no, get out of here.
It's going to be recovered by Spoon over to Clark. All right, here's Tato on the throw in 55th minute. So we go over to Muller, to De Silva. Silva looking for Muffin, but no. More great defensive play coming out of Romana as they're just trying to hold the result. Here's Nunez. Taking it up the side, trying to round Clark. Can't round Clark. Passes it to Anavier instead. Levert tries to go back to Nunez, but it's just blocked. Playing with it on the
pass
very...
that to himself?
He might have. And then he kept it on the sideline like he was like, you know, a child trying to keep himself entertained while they walk down the street. I can't be the only one that did that as a kid, right? You try to like walk like on the line of the sidewalk.
I still do that now!
Okay, great.
Like literally, like last week I was like, I'm gonna go for a walk around this lake near where I'm at, and I instead end up distracted and following a beaver around the lake for a good like 15-20 minutes.
Here's King over to Jeremiah. It's going to be headed by Schweinsteiger. No, that's going to be a free kick as Schweinsteiger is offside. Here's Anavier on the corner. It's going to be headed away. Picked up by Toastman over to Nunez. Back over to Jeremiah. We're in the 65th minute. Only a few seconds away from the 66th minute. We are now in the 66th minute.
Yeah, Romana does not need to go on the offensive. They can just kill this game off. The first half was their party. This is now just...
this is the reception.
Yeah. Just end this game so we can go nuts in the locker room.
So here's Kraustis going over to Clark to De Silva. De Silva fires. It's blocked by Nunez.
Yeah, on that occasion, he got out-talled. Which does not often happen with De Silva. It's not even out-talled. It's like he shot the ball right into a person who may or may not be tall.
You're showing hard, but no.
Kaapstad have been better in this second half, but to be fair, it's harder to be worse than they were in the first half, so...
Here's Hall clearing it out.
And some of it's also just Romana's just like, you know, we just give us our champagne.
Oh, Clark fires it, saved by Kerrigan.
Free kick.
Free kick from Nunez. Looking for Tyson King. Hits the upright. Hits the upright hard enough that it goes to the complete opposite side of the field.
That happened.
That had some malice on it. Here's the end of the air over to Schweinsteiger. Schweinsteiger with the cross headed, saved by Hall. Schweinsteiger going back to Nunez, over to Jeremiah. Back to Nunez. Nunez on the cross No, headed over by King. Only 1 minute of stoppage time here. So the countdown begins for AC Romana to get promoted to Div 1. As Schauenard goes to Mueller.
Too
Clark's
much.
going to run it out. Yep. Cleared out to Nunez. Kemalatu to King. Over to Levert. Intercepted by Schauenard to Kamavinga. And that's it. AC Romana wins 4-0 over Kaapstad and will be heading to the top flight.
Comunicato Oficial, or however you say it in Italy. Romana going up. They fully deserved it on this day. They fully deserved, what they've, they fully deserve to go up. They've been the best team in D2 all season. And frankly, they've done an awesome job. This is a pretty young team in terms of it only started, season 7? And they're already they're already going top flight. The job that the management there has done has just been incredible. I'm very, very happy for them. And congratulations to them. And obviously for them, they want to, try and get the title on top of things too
Right.
in the last match day. But promotion, you did what you needed to do. And I think it's good for the league too, because it's that's fresh blood in D1, which
Right.
I think whenever you talk about promotion in any sports league, you cheer for the new blood to come up because it's just the cool story. But enough about my romantic rambling. Let's get to AS Puri versus Laos.
Yes, this is a very important game for AS Puri. Actually,
yes, because they kind of have to win. Because otherwise they need the goal swing, which just got considerably harder.
Yeah. The thing is, unless they can win by 7, that's it doesn't matter if they win or draw. They just have to not lose, and they'll be in the same situation no matter what. Oh, that is an awkward dive by Kenders. As here's Olaf Sides going back to Barry to Chang Shan. Though, I will say they do have to be very careful to not lose because a loss all but eliminates them. As here's Cortez! Fires and scores! And AS Puri is on the board. 1-0 over Lao.
Isabel Cortez immediately trying to make you... immediately trying to make you eat your words on any thought of losing. Just a really solid finish there to the far post.
Is that we have the throw-in? We go over to Horvat. Looking for Alistair. No. So AS Puri got to try to pile it on here. Let's see if they can get a lot of goals. But they go forward to Snooks, to Washburn, to Hunter Jones, to Bridsky. Bridsky going for the cross. Papadopoulos fires and scores. And it's 2-0 Puri, on pace.
Yeah, it helps when you're trying to run up the score to make your goal difference life easier. It helps to have Leonidas Papadopoulos.
I'm intrigued by something. Even though the odds that it comes down to it are very, very slim. I am intrigued as to who won the first Reykjavik Puri meeting.
Normally I would have that logged, but I don't on this occasion.
Yeah, I'm on the index to check it. I think the only way that comes up is if Paris wins by exactly 7 here, and then they draw. But Papadopoulos fires, almost has another.
Yeah, ambitious look from Papadopoulos, but he's feeling it today.
Paris won the last meeting 1-0. So
fair enough.
I don't know if we get to a tiebreaker somewhere that comes down to head-to-head, but if we do, Paris has it. Here's all offsides, going to Britsky to Changshan, over to Chicken. Chicken, no, blocked by Zanetti. That's going to be called offside on Guetta. And that's going to take us to the half. Paris holds a 2-0 lead over Red Star Lao.
Yeah, and for the fact that, they've scored twice, it's mostly been their defense that's been holding for. Took a while for Laos to even have a shot in this one. And they haven't been able to get any on target, so that's good work by the AS Paris defenders, in addition to probably some poor fishing on Laos's part. But, they're doing what they need to do. Let's see if they can see it out.
As we are off and running in this second half. And that is stolen by Britsky over to Isabel Cortez. They go back to Britsky. Over to Washburn, to Cortez, to Jones, and who was offside? Okay. Hunter Jones is offside.
Somebody was offside.
We now have Canders going over to Messi. Over to Mike Checker, who dribbles it just a little too hard, intercepted by Bull. Bull going deep for Cortez. Papadopoulos blocked by Berry. That's going to be a corner kick.
That, my friends, is the importance of first touch.
Taken by Britsky, headed by Cortez.
One sloppy touch, they get a corner and almost score off it, and they get another corner.
So here's Britsky on the corner again, but headed away by Berry. And now we have a throw-in from Britsky. Over to Jones. Nothing doing there. Guerra. As Paris, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if they were trying to pass to Papadopoulos. And just overshot him or what, but...
Mishit. Stuff happens.
Zanetti to Bull. Bull looking for Papadopoulos. Fires just wide.
Heather Bull with an absolute dime there. And Papadopoulos, I think, tried to make that happen too quickly.
Going to be picked up by Hunter Jones over to Britsky. Britsky looking for Papadopoulos, but headed away by Berry, who has been very key in making sure that Papadopoulos does not rack up 2-3 goals here today so far. Here's Changshan over to Olaf sides. Forward to Chicken, headed away by Snooks, picked up by Britsky. Britsky going deep, looking for Papadopoulos, finds him. Berry trying to catch up. Papadopoulos fires, saved by Canders. What a good save.
That was almost Commentators' curse.
Yeah, it was.
On Berry.
Here's Britsky. It is headed away by Berry. Over to Britsky, to Jones, and who's offside this time? Britsky. And then we have another corner. To be taken by, what do you know? Britsky, it's off the crossbar. He got headed by somebody and went off the crossbar. All offside, just gets shoved. Didn't look like there was even a card for that. It
was a hard foul, nothing more. Let it just blow the whistle, and that will be that.
Just, sir, what are you doing? You can't do that.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah. You do know that is not allowed, right? This is not hockey.
That wouldn't be allowed in hockey. Just ask Joe Valeno. If anyone's been paying attention to the IHF World Championships, where he basically had his tournament ended because he decided that
Sorry.
Because he decided that Nino Niederreiter's leg was a stair.
Oh, great. Barry clears it out again. We're going to have another throw-in. Taken by... We have Bull going over to Alistair. Back to Bull, back to Alistair. There's some ping pong, but another block by Barry. Here's Brisky on the corner. Saved by Canders.
They've had plenty of chances to really pull away in this one, Asbury.
And there is Isabella Cortez! Off the free. Puts Paris up 3-0.
They've had chances to really pull away in this one, and now they actually do. Off the free kick, Cortez just sticks out a left leg to the far post. Nothing Canders can do. I think Barry just barely keeps Cortez onside.
Oh, goodness. 20 shots, 13 on target. Canders is really putting forth that great effort, but
yeah, Canders has been Laos's MVP this year in my view. Like, even though their defense has been leaky, he's been outstanding.
Offside! Scores! And it's 3-1 in the 82nd minute. I'm sorry I keep interrupting your commentary. Things keep happening.
Yeah, Washburn just gets absolutely turned there. Sides, cuts it to the left foot, slots home comfortably. It's a consolation goal for Laos, most likely, but, you know, a consolation goal is still a goal, and is still consolation.
So we have Brisky.
And, good for the vibes.
Mm-hmm. Here's Cortez tripped up by Time, Lao edition. And we go over to Alistair. Alistair going back to Zanetti, over to Horvat. Horvat back to Zanetti, being trailed by Guerra, over to Bull. Bull forward to Zanetti again. Ball. Zanetti with the cross to Papadopoulos. And that's 4-1 Paris, who strike back immediately.
Yeah, Heather Bull with an absolute dime into space. Not going to get credit for an assist here. This is an MLS where we do include secondary assists. We do not here in SSL. But just an absolute dime to Zanetti. Has the open space. Plays in a pinpoint perfect ball, and Papadopoulos makes no mistake.
85th minute. As Lau goes over to offsides, but no, intercepted by Zanetti. Over to Alistair. Back to Snooks, to Bull. Bull going to Horvat. Back to Zanetti. Forward to Alistair. They're just going to play a little bit of back and forth here. Paris knows that trying to get 4 more goals in 5 minutes is a little bit of an ass, so they're just trying to hold on to their result, and there's Furious Chicken with an absolute thunder strike to make it 4-2.
Laos not going quietly into the night. Again, Washburn pushing up there, and then he leaves that gap that Chicken just sneaks into around Brisky. Very good finish from Chicken. Again, probably just consolation, but, you know, consolation still means something. It's still good for the vibes going into the final match day.
Yeah. Where
I believe
Lau will be playing Cairo.
Okay.
So a good chance
Lau
to
are
end
actually
the season
now
on a high note.
I think Laos are actually locked into 5th. in the table?
Yes. Yes, they are. Off of my updated, very well-written notes. They are locked into 5th in the table. They are 9 points behind 4th, but 5 points above 6th.
Hooray!
So, as we are having the closing seconds of this game. Anytime the referee is ready. There it is. As that will bring the curtain down on this game, a 4-2 victory for AS Paris over Red Star Lao.
Well, they came in needing a win. They got it done. Now they ultimately await their duel with Destiny in their league final match day against Reykjavik. Winner goes up. Tie goes to Reykjavik on goal difference. So they got to win, but they control their destiny. These next 2 games for AS Paris, they play a winner goes up, promotion 6-pointer against Reykjavik, and then they play a cup final.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, they're casually also playing in the cup final.
Yeah,
as one does.
It's the spicy ending to the season for them.
Yeah.
As we take a look at the final table, as Cairo jumps into 6th place, Accra slips to 7th, and Kaapstad into the basement. The top 5, or as you were going into the match day, and I'm so excited for that Reykjavik Paris duel on the final day.
Yeah, that's going to be something.
Alexa, play Duel of the Fates.
I'm going to make sure that I read the schedule right. I did, in fact, read the schedule right. It is Reykjavik versus Paris in Reykjavik. So, it's going to be a good one. But that is going to do it for us for today. If you stuck around for all 4 games, I very highly appreciate it. And it's always a sad time when I realize it is the last Xenlos Valcast of the season, but it is the last Xenlos Valcast of the season. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. I hope you had a good time and weren't too bothered by our random tangents about learning about West African spices and math.
I co-sign on that tangent.
But until next time, I've been Xenlos.
And I've been Val, culinary enthusiast.
And I hope you all have a fantastic night.